Can you see me?
That's better.
Okay, so probably one of my most requested videos is how I wash the Teslas. So today, I'm gonna show you guys what I use and everything like that. First off, let's admire two nice Teslas. So there's mine, 100D. There's David's, 90D. He does have the whole hood protected, fenders and everything wrapped with, I believe it's SunTech. I'll put it down in the description below. That has no protection besides just the vinyl all around it, kind of like what I showed you in the other video. I'm going to show you what I do to wash these two, because actually it is different. I use the Chemical Guys. The kit that I bought came with a bunch of stuff. It came with the handle, then you have your little foamer on the edge, and your little container here. And now I'm actually going to be using this wash right here for my car, the 100D that's wrapped. It's a matte wrap, so I want to use a wash that isn't going to shine it, and specifically made for matte wraps, matte paint jobs, satin finishes, anything like that. It doesn't have anything that'll shine. And then for David's car, we're going to be using this citrus wash and gloss. So this is definitely going to add some shine to your car. So if you have a matte wrap, matte paint, satin finish, whatever, you're not going to want to use that because it can shine your finish. Also, when I have them in the gun here, I'm just going to mix it with just tap water from the hoses, you'll see. And then for my bucket, because I'll also I foam the cars, and then I put some of the wash in the bucket, and we'll use my wash mitt. I do prefer to use RO DI water. So it's a deionized water, so it won't have any of those heavy minerals in it. I actually have a unit in the house that does the RO DI water. I actually use it for some of my pets. But you can buy it if you don't have the system yourself. Then, like I said, I use a mitt. So I'm going to use a different mitt for my car and a different one for David's because of the different wash. One matte, one gloss. So I always have two of those. And then I just have a bunch of microfibers and show you how I use those, and one drying towel. Need to order another one. Normally the drying towels are best just one car at a time. So I'll have to get a few more of those since now that we have two Teslas. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So as you can kind of see here, I have David's wash, my RODI. I just reuse containers I got from the store a long time ago. I have my bucket with your dirt guard in there. Always use a dirt guard. Otherwise, when this mitt is sitting on the bottom, it's grabbing all the dirt, and then you're wiping your car and scratching the crap out of it. I have my two mitts here. I have my little guy right here for the wash. I have my sprayer, which attaches right to it, and then my foamer, which will attach to the sprayer. So I like to start off giving the cars just a quick rinse, and then I like to go over and foam them. Then I like to go ahead and mix up this bucket with a little bit of the washes that I'm using and clean them. And then straight from there, I will take my drying towel and dry them. I always start drying with the glass first because that'll show streaks a lot more than your actual paint will. So definitely start drying your glass first. Then I just kind of move down the car. So when using these two washes that I just talked about, always give them a quick rinse after I hand wash them with this. Then I go in and dry them. However, you can certainly use a product much like this, which I use and love. I don't use it on my matte wrap car, but like on David's, if you want to use a one bucket wash method, you can just fill this with like 2 gallons of water, add some of this in, wash the car, and then just immediately go into drying it. So anyone in California, heavy water restrictions, I would advise you to use something like this. It's a really good product. I actually truly do like this, just not on my matte car. So some other quick tools that I also use from the Chemical Guys. This brush, it's a badger brush, I think. This brush I actually use to clean out where the lug nuts are. This one you can use on your rims along with this if you really need some heavy scrubbing in there. I always wash the rims and everything last so that if I'm using the same microfibers and everything, it doesn't get any of that extra grime all over the car, because your rims are probably going to be the dirtiest on all your car from brake dust. Even though you're in a Tesla, you don't really use them, but also all the road grime and everything is really going to stack up on there, so I do my rims very last. So gotta switch to the GoPro for this because I don't want to ruin my good camera, so hopefully the audio isn't crap. I apologize if it is.
This is what I will be using.
So we can throw this in, let that soak.
So here's our foam gone. So we are going to add soap to that level, then water up to there. Right there. When I add the water in here, I just use regular tap water since this is just for the foamer here. And then the foam, what we'll do is I will attach this to the hose, snap right in there, locks in. And then in the front here, we'll go this nozzle, snaps right in, and that is what will give us our foam. And you can actually control the foam level by adjusting it here, and that'll just make it either a much more dense foam or a lighter foam, depending on what you'd like. Just turn that around. Turn the water on. And before we foam it, we're going to give it a quick rinse. Next up, the foam. Bubble view. Now, after the foam, I'm gonna go ahead and use this here in my bucket and start with the glass first. Lock your mirrors out before you do this. In your controls, just go to settings, vehicle, mirror auto fold, turn that off. Makes it a little easier. That way you can clean this. Try to work fast. Don't let the car dry off with soap on it. It's never a good idea. Then we'll come do the rims afterwards. Now we're gonna rinse and dry the rest of the car. We're gonna just disconnect the bottle, and then we can just use this hose right here to rinse. Okay, that's it for that one. I'm gonna let this one air dry for probably about a minute or two. That way some of the water can evaporate off, and then I'll go in and dry it so I can still have that streak-free shine. So while that one dries off, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse David's. We'll come in with our finishing towel. Always do the windows first because they will really show streaks. So first thing first, we're just gonna take this and just rub it all over. Then go ahead and get all this soapy, and this makes it really easy to get all in there. Just make sure you keep it soapy to make sure that any dirt is being washed away. And we can come in here with our brush, kind of get in all there. Then go ahead and give it a quick rinse and dry it up. So we'll come in with our microfiber here and just dry it all up. Outside of my car is done, so can you go ahead and do the whole process on David's, then we'll do the interiors. So now that cars are all washed, we need to do the door trim and everything. So I'll go ahead and show you what that entails. So I use one of these guys, technically for like pesticides and crap, but works really well. And then here's where I use the no rinse. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this no rinse to this bottle, and then that's where I'm gonna also hit up my RO DI water, add that to finish up this bottle, just so that everything has a super nice clean to it and no water spots. We will just add a little bit of this. Come in with this water, top it off just like that. You can see here, like all that dirt we're gonna get rid of all that. Clean around here, like all up here. Basically clean everywhere around all the doors and not miss a spot. Really doesn't need to be done, but I like it to be done. Looks nicer. So what I do here is I'll have 2 rags with me, and the first microfiber I'll go ahead and wet it. And that's what I'll wipe everything down with. Then I'll come in with my dry one, which I normally use as the blue one so that I can tell the difference, and finish it off. It's a little windy, so hopefully you can hear, but I'm just going to do all around the front this way, and then move on to the doors and the trunk. So you can see, all clean. Hey, look, it's David, just in time to do his car. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the doors here. So now is also a good time to go ahead and get your handle. And I just gonna give the inside a wipe around here, and then this is where we're gonna get right here, clean all this. You can kind of get right in here, clean that gap. On this side of the door, right here, always gets really kind of grimy. You can get under the door. So I just do that on all 4 doors. But if you just washed it, as you can see when the window pops back up, I just take that, wipe it so you don't get that streak. How dirty it is, and everything just wipes right up. And you can see old seat backs. Super quick and easy to do something like this with. However, I won't be having these seat backs very much longer. I have matte carbon fiber seat backs from T Sportline coming, which will be another install video. And you can wipe the seats too while you're at it. Obvious places are going to be your trunk sill, but in here I like to get up here too. And don't forget the actual trunk lid itself.
Okay, cars are washed. There's David's. Here is mine. Went ahead and moved them inside just because it was getting a little windy and a little toasty out there, so I didn't want them to get too hot. But here you can kind of see some good shots of the wrap and the color change. Still super happy with it. Love it. Some people don't like it, but it's cool. It's your thing. This is my thing, my car, so I like it. Anyway, all washed and everything, and gonna be putting on my center caps here soon. Right after this video, I'm filming a video for my rear applique that will be going on, which is actually right here. You can see they wrapped this. I went ahead and just got it chrome just in case I can peel off the wrap and have it chrome again. You can kind of see the little LEDs in there. But this goes right there. I just need to take apart the inside to connect everything. I have my Abstract Ocean lights that I'm putting in there. I have my Derek lighted door sills I'm putting in there. I have the 2 screensavers that I'm putting in there. I have a box of goodies here, some of which you can't see because they secret. Really good invention here. So this is the Abstract Ocean Auto Lift Kit install. So I have this issue all the time for some reason. Here in my trunk, I tend to take this when I'm loading it, flip it up, load everything, close the trunk, walk in, and get in the car and go. And then in the rear view mirror, this is all I see. Every time you hit a pothole, this jumps up. So the auto lift kit actually installs right here and then connects somewhere up here. I'm not 100% sure yet. I need to do some research, clearly. But it makes it so that this will open up to about here when the trunk is open and then close automatically when the trunk closes. Brilliant. So that's another video, but a lot of cool videos I'm filming today. So next week's gonna be awesome for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. Hopefully you like the clean cars. I love clean cars. So hopefully you do too. But yeah, hopefully that worked for you. All the products and everything I've used are listed in the description below. Feel free to check them out. Just what I use. Maybe you use something else. If you do, let me know. Maybe I can check it out. But so far, everything I've used has worked wonderful, so don't really have a reason to switch unless it's more environmentally friendly, and I always like that. But that's it. Feel free to thumbs up if you enjoyed the car wash. Click here for some more videos. Click here to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.